can't really tell if the time difference is helping or hurting my sleep schedule, but it's day 2 in LA. I just woke up in the morning and I'm about to get ready to go do some stuff. Little peek at some of the skincare I decided to bring with me on this trip, and I'm applying the Beauty of Joseon sunscreen, the new one that they just came out with. Okay, so I'm dressed and ready to go now, and this is the fit for today. Just got this shirt, thrifted this last week, and I did not try it on before I packed it. I just put it in the wash and then put it in my bag. And I wish I did, because then I would have cut it right here to be a little bit cropped and fit better, but I think it still looks nice. Yeah, so thrifted another beige tank top from Old Navy. These pants are from Abercrombie, I think. And then same Nike Dunks. I'm going to a different area today. Yesterday I pretty much stayed in downtown LA the whole day, but I think I'm going to take the metro to, I don't know what area it's called, but closer to West Hollywood. Going to do some shopping today. I want to go to the Melrose, Trading Post, do some thrifting, go to the Grove, that type of vibe today. So I wanted to try taking the metro. I was gonna do it yesterday, but like I said, I stayed in downtown LA all day, so I didn't really have a reason to take the metro, but I'm gonna try it today. Aside from the fact that I almost stepped on literally the biggest cockroach I've ever seen in my life when I was walking down the stairs in the metro station, it was actually a pretty good experience using it. I was kind of worried about, 1, it being very confusing, or 2, it being very crowded. Both of those was not really the case, so it was a really easy way to get transportation around the city. I wasn't really planning it, but it just so happened that the stop I was getting off at the metro was Hollywood and Highland, and just happened to be where all the main touristy attraction areas of Hollywood are, like the Hollywood Walk of Fame, where they have all the different stars for celebrities, and the Chinese theater, and all the different characters dressed up. It was very crowded, but I was just walking my way through there and down La Brea for my first stop, going to a thrift store called Jet Rag that I heard about on TikTok. What's really cool about this place is that on Sundays, which was the day that I was there, pretty much they have piles of clothes just thrown out there. Everything you pick up is $1. So it does require a lot of patience. You kind of have to sort through everything. My main thought process was just looking for colors or patterns that I liked, and then from there you'd have to see if it's actually in your size. Very quickly realized I do not have the patience for this. So I went inside to the more filled out area that has things sized and organized correctly. I heard that they open up new bags of clothes at 11 a.m. and people go crazy for that, trying to scoop up as much as they can. So 11 o'clock was approaching, so I thought I might as well stay to see that.
Are you out of your mind? You're bullying me, sir!
Shopping inside was definitely a much easier experience, but I don't know if it's just an LA thing, but these prices were very high. I feel like I could get regular clothes for this price and wouldn't need to buy secondhand, but I don't know. While I was walking around, I stumbled upon this famous hot dog place, so I decided to get a bite to eat there. Also saw the Hello 82 store that was in the area. I was planning to just go look around. They put on a lot of K-pop related events in LA. Turns out they had a pop-up that day for LE SSERAFIM's new comeback. I didn't want to wait in line though. I did see one of those autonomous taxis that I see on TikTok a lot in LA. Could never be me, never catch me in one of those. Next stop was the Melrose Trading Post, pretty much like a flea market set up in the parking lot of a high school there. I'm going around shopping today, and part of me is getting disappointed because I'm not actually finding anything that I want to buy, but then the other part of me is happy because I'm saving money. So I guess there's a win in there somewhere. Melrose Trading Post was pretty cool. It's a nice little flea market type of situation. Lots of different options there. They have clothing, jewelry, and cool art pieces. I was looking at the art stuff and the prints, but I don't have a reliable way to take them home without it getting damaged, so I didn't want to buy anything. Now I'm on my way to the Grove. It's less than a mile, so I'm just gonna walk it. I think I might buy something from the Grove. I don't know. I'm just window shopping. Now the Grove was where I spent a little too much money last time I was in LA. More money than I had any business spending at that time. But I love the area, so I'm glad to be back. I was expecting some nice Labor Day sales because I was here over Labor Day weekend. But I don't know, the sales were not sailing this time. I did take a stop into Coach because I've had my eye on a couple items from Coach. I don't think I've ever bought any leather good item, but Coach seems to have a lot of timeless pieces and be a good mix between good quality but not insanely expensive like other luxury brands. I'm looking at a specific crossbody bag or maybe a backpack. Didn't end up buying any of those options because I would need to transport it home. But while I was there, a card case did catch my eye, so I did make my first Coach purchase. The one that I liked the best happened to be the cheapest one, so based on my math, I kind of had to buy it. Based on my math, I'd be losing money if I didn't buy it, you know? I did do some fragrance shopping at Le Labo and Byredo, but the prices are just so high for those brands, I could not believe it. I did end up going back to Diptyque. I got a purchase from there last time I came to LA, and that's one of my favorite fragrances, so I wanted to try a new one. I'm gonna justify my spending today with the lack of Ubers I'm taking, because I'm just walking everywhere and taking public transport, like the bus that I'm taking back to my hotel hotel right now. So I just changed, reapplied my sunscreen, and ate some leftover banana pudding that I had from my dinner last night. And now I'm all good to go, I think. I'm gonna go catch the metro to Runyon. Maybe I jinxed myself with all the high praises I was singing about the metro system and how easy it is to get around, because I did, in fact, get on the wrong train this time. Didn't realize it until like 2 stops after, so I had to get off and then get back on the other direction to transfer to the correct train. I don't know why this was so difficult this time, because it's the same exact route I was taking this morning, but I saw a train already there when I was getting to the platform, and I assumed it was the one that I needed to get onto, so I just rushed onto it. Turns out it wasn't. But I got back to Hollywood Highland and was walking over to the entrance to Runyon Canyon. The plan ultimately was to get to Runyon for sunset, so that's why I was kind of rushing in the first place. But it all worked out in the end. Made it to Runyon. It's like 6 o'clock now, so hopefully I get to a decent enough spot by the time sunset hits in like an hour. Honestly, the walk up to the start of the trail is a hike in itself. It's like the hills are so steep here in Los Angeles around this area, it's insane. All these hills and mountains are definitely things I do not see in Florida, so I was enjoying the change of pace, getting to see the LA city from high up. Even got to see the Hollywood sign very far off in the distance. I had a really fun time at Runyon last time I was here, so I definitely wanted to come back this time. One thing I noticed about Runyon, or just LA in general, you'll see the biggest, buffest guy walking the tiniest little dog you've ever seen in your life, and it's hilarious. 40 minutes, it's like way up there. Now, walking back down on this lovely paved path that I didn't use last time, I think, because I went way up there. I hiked up way further and being a little overzealous. Yeah, I think this is where I went last time. West Trail. Not again. Definitely not. And that's about the end of my trip. That was the last thing that I had planned or wanted to do during my stay in LA. So I just took the metro back to my hotel, got some Jollibee, chilled for the night, and got ready to check out and fly home the next morning. I would say it's a pretty successful, quick little trip, and I definitely had a ton of fun in LA this time.